The silence in our bedroom wasn't peaceful. It was surgical. Precise. Like a scalpel cutting open something sacred. Maybe if you were more of a man I wouldn't feel so unsatisfied, my wife Lena muttered. Her voice was cold, detached, like she wasn't talking to her husband but to some disappointing stranger. Froze. The lamp cast a soft orange hue over her face, too calm for what she had just said. My pulse roared in my ears, a hot tide of humiliation burning through my chest. What did you just say? My voice trembled despite my effort to steady it. She rolled over, her back to me. Forget it. I'm tired. But I couldn't forget it. Those words carved themselves into me. More of a man. What did that even mean? For the next few nights, sleep became a stranger. Every movement she made beside me felt like a lie. Every sigh a secret. She started going out more, girls' nights, late shifts, yoga with friends. I told myself I was paranoid. I wanted to believe her. Until her friend Maya came over one evening. Maya was different. Loud, unfiltered, brutally honest. She'd always made me uneasy, not because she was unkind, but because she noticed too much. The kind of person who looked at you like they could see the cracks behind your smile. Lena was upstairs getting ready for their night out. Maya and I sat in the kitchen, the tension thick as steam from the kettle. She's been off lately, I said quietly. You've noticed too. Maya gave a half-smile. You're asking the wrong person, Daniel. What do you mean? She stirred her tea, eyes flicking toward the ceiling. Let's just say Lena's been living a double life, and I'm tired of pretending I don't see it. My stomach turned. A double life. Maya sighed, leaning forward. You didn't hear it from me, but she's been seeing someone. A guy from her gym. Been going on for months. The world went silent. I could hear my heartbeat echoing in my throat. I wanted to call her a liar, to throw her words back at her. But the tremor in Maya's voice. It wasn't cruel. It was pity. She even bragged about how he made her feel alive again. Maya whispered, disgust curling her lip. Said she was bored of being a wife. I told her she'd regret it. Guess she didn't listen. Footsteps echoed from upstairs. Maya stood quickly, her expression hardening. You didn't hear this from me, she said, and slipped past Lena on her way out. Lena appeared moments later, radiant and carefree in her red dress. Ready? She asked, reaching for her purse. I stared at her, at the woman I'd built my life around, and felt something inside me quietly die. That night I didn't follow her. I didn't confront her. I sat in the dark, staring at our wedding photo. Her eyes in that picture glowed with warmth. But now I realized maybe I'd only been seeing what I wanted to see. Over the next week I watched her patterns shift, subtle at first but now glaringly obvious. She hid her phone, changed her perfume, smiled at texts she never shared. I wasn't crazy. Maya had told the truth. But I needed proof. So the next Friday, when Lena said she had a late dinner with clients, I waited until she left, then drove to her favorite cafe downtown. Her car wasn't there, but a few blocks away, outside a quiet boutique hotel it was. Parked nearby, heart pounding. 10 minutes later I saw her, laughing, wrapped in the arms of a tall man with tattoos creeping up his forearm. She kissed him like she'd never known restraint, like she'd forgotten she had a husband waiting at home. The image burned into me. I couldn't breathe, couldn't blink. My hands shook so violently I almost dropped my phone as I snapped the picture. I didn't confront them. Not then. I drove home in a haze, gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles turned white. She came home past midnight, hair tousled, eyes shining. You're still up? She asked, faking surprise. Couldn't sleep, I said, staring at the glass of whiskey in my hand. She kissed my cheek, an act so practiced, so hollow it made my stomach churn. I said nothing, just nodded, let her shower, and crawled into bed beside her. The scent of unfamiliar cologne lingered on her skin. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, counting the seconds until morning. The next day I invited Maya over. She hesitated before sitting down, guilt clouding her expression. She came home late last night, I said quietly. You were right. Maya looked down. I didn't want to be right. I told her she was making a mistake. She said she didn't care anymore. Why tell me? Asked. Why now? Her eyes met mine, filled with something between remorse and sorrow. Because I thought she'd stop before she ruined everything. I didn't think she'd take it this far. We sat in silence until the front door opened. Lena walked in, smiling, holding shopping bags. The moment she saw Maya, her face drained of color. Maya, she hissed. What are you? She knows. Maya cut her off softly. The room froze. Lena's mouth trembled. You told him. Maya's voice cracked. You told me he didn't matter. You said it was just fun. But you were destroying a man who loved you. Lena's jaw clenched, tears welling in her eyes. You had no right. No, I interrupted. My voice was calm, too calm. She had every right. You insulted me, humiliated me, and I still would have forgiven you if you'd been honest. But you lied. Over and over. Lena's lip quivered. Daniel, please. I handed her the photo I took, the one of her kissing him outside the hotel. Her knees buckled. Don't, she whispered. Don't do this to me. I laughed bitterly. Do this to you. Lena, you did this to yourself. Maya stood, tears streaming silently, and left without another word. Days passed. The house felt like a mausoleum of what used to be love. Lena tried to talk, to explain, to apologize, but every word felt like a knife reopening the same wound. Finally, one night she broke down. He meant nothing, Daniel. I just wanted to feel wanted again. You stopped looking at me like you used to. I stared at her through the fog of exhaustion. And you thought betrayal would fix that? No, she whispered, sobbing. I thought it would make me feel alive. But it killed me instead. Her voice cracked, trembling. Maya was right. I lost everything that mattered. I didn't respond. There were no words left between us. Just ashes. A year later, I saw Maya again at a bookstore cafe. She smiled softly. You look better, she said. Lena asked. She moved away. Started therapy. She's trying. He nodded. I hope she finds peace. Maya hesitated. You deserved better, Daniel. Maybe, I said, glancing out the window. But sometimes the truth isn't about what we deserve. It's about what we survive. And for the first time in a long while I meant it.